don't want to get into the Lakers.
Oh, man.
Money isn't real. Doesn't matter. It only seems like it does.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Ruckus. And today, before we jump right into it, I got to give a nice shout out to Ralph from the Clippers, retiring yesterday after 40 marvelous years. If you can't see it in the background, I'll show it later, but there is a bobblehead up there from Ralph Lawler.
Oh, wow.
Bingo!
Man, it was a great run for that guy.
Man, he's the only highlight of the Clippers for the last like 15, 20 years. And we're not even going to talk about Lob City. But in studio today, I am joined by a man who's from out in Zona.
Yes, sir.
Well, he went to college out there. I think that's fair enough. But he's from my neck of the woods out in Sherman Oaks, California. Welcome to the studio, Parker Jackson-Cartwright.
Thank you for having me.
What's up, fam? How you doing?
I'm good. Glad to be here. Glad to be on.
There we go. All right. Seems so enthusiastic, people. I mean, can't you tell? Camera angle and everything. Oh, there we go. We got the spotlight.
A little piece for the people.
Little piece. All right. So just to give some background, those of you who are interested in getting personal training in basketball, any type of training, in particular handles, ball handling, being a good point guard, being a point god, getting your sham god moves going, hit up Parker on coachup.com. You can find him out here in Los Angeles. He does private sessions and also...
Private sessions. I can do group sessions. Whatever works, you know.
There we go.
Whatever works.
There we go, people. Hit him up on CoachUp. Trust me, this guy will get you in shape. I mean, let's be real. This guy spent 4 years at Arizona. He knows what he's doing at this point, right?
Right.
So 4 years at Arizona. Did you love your college experience there?
Loved it. Learned from great coaching, great teammates. You know, I played with some of the best, learned from some of the best. TJ McConnell, Stanley Johnson.
TJ.
You know, Alonzo Trier. Shout out Alonzo Trier. It's one of my guys. But just, I had a great time on and off the court. Learned a lot.
Who was your favorite teammate while you were there?
Man, I get this question a lot. Favorite teammate? I would say one of my favorite teammates was Elliot Pitts. Just a good guy, just good all around guy, good team guy. Good to have in the locker room, and just one of my best friends off the court. We had a lot in common, and we had fun at Arizona.
Okay, so he's your favorite teammate.
Yeah.
Then on the opposite end of the spectrum, who do you think out of all of them has made the biggest leap in their game?
Biggest leap? I would say Alonzo Trier.
Yeah.
I mean, after TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell has really made a name for himself. Just got grinded into the league, and now just grinding every day, every single day, just keeping his spot.
That buzzer beater put him on the map, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's all right. Like, I had seen him before, didn't really know of him, but it's like, all right, you're going to do that, and you're going to hit the buzzer beating shot. Like, you got balls.
Yeah.
Like, that takes a lot, man.
Pittsburgh tough.
There we go, baby.
He's just a tough cat. But Alonzo Trier, I mean, he doesn't get enough credit. What he did in college just kind of went under the radar, just flew under the radar. And, what he's doing now is just a culmination of what he's done his whole life. And he's finally getting the credit he deserves. So I'm happy for him.
Did you see this? Okay, so what you see with the league with him now, did you see this up close at Arizona and say, why isn't this getting more noticed? Or were you surprised when that jump hit?
Not necessarily. I mean, in college, you can get overlooked, especially a guy like him, because it's just like you don't see it. Not everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
But it's just like we all knew that. I mean, as a teammate, and all of us just knew like this guy can score. When he gets an opportunity, which he got, man, he's gonna flourish, and he really has.
He's doing it. He's balling out with the Knicks, man.
Yeah,
he's been their one highlight.
Well, I mean, he's definitely made a name for himself.
So getting back to your college stuff, you are now watching Arizona. Mm-hmm. You're from you're sitting in the chair watching them on TV, and they didn't make it this year into the NCAA tournament.
Right.
Did that take you by surprise?
Not really. But I mean, I'm not, I think when you lose 5 starters, when you lose a lot from a team that made the tournament, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to rebuild a little bit in a sense. But I mean, Sean does a great job, with guys. He gets the best out of anybody that he has, and it's just a little setback, and he'll get the best out of guys, and guys play hard for him. So we're not really worried about not making the tournament this year.
Now I have to ask a question that I think you've gotten before. I'm assuming you have, but with the loss to Buffalo last year, tell me what you felt in that moment.
I would just say disappointment, because in the moment, you're playing not just for yourself, you're playing for a community, your family and your teammates, and you wanna win, you wanna go far, and you do them right, but with that being said, I feel like we accomplished a lot. With everything that went on last season, I think we had a tremendous season, and we did our best and we played our hardest. And sometimes it doesn't happen the way you want it to.
Yeah.
And no regrets, man. We put everything out there, and like you said, behind the scenes, not everybody knows what goes on behind the scenes. We worked extremely hard and came up short. So,
see, I had you guys going to the Final Four last year. Mm-hmm. I did, and I think how they always talk about how like the outside noise can get to teams and take its toll on the court. Mm-hmm. I think that's really what happened with you guys, with all the scandals going on and the Sean Miller stuff. Mm-hmm. It was just a looming cloud over you guys, and I give you guys a lot of credit, because to go through all that and then to still live up to expectations going into the tournament. And then, although it didn't end the way you guys wanted to, that was a lot to have happen.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. Things happen, adversity hits, and you just kind of have to pick your head up and keep moving. And I think we did our best in doing that.
Guys who are tuning in right now, I want you to take exactly what he said to heart, okay? Parker Jackson-Cartwright just dropped some knowledge. You want to give it to him again?
Adversity hits, and you just got to pick your head up and just keep moving. That's life in anything. So, adversity hit for us, and we just did our best to keep pushing, and I think we did a good job of that.
Retweet. This is the Ruckus with Alex Himes, ladies and gentlemen. I am joined right now by Parker Jackson-Cartwright, the man in the building. So
I like that.
There we go. You got to get the pump up, right? Just like in the gym, you get that quick pump up before you get to go on the date at night, right?
Yeah, I like that.
All right. So now we've talked about your NCAA journey, and we're talking now about where you are currently. So you were with the 905 Raptors. Give us some updates on what's been going on with you.
I had a couple stints in the G League this year, and things didn't work out. But like I said, I'm just back pushing, grinding, working hard, just staying ready, really. In this professional life, it's cutthroat, and you have to stay ready, and you have to be willing to take hits and be knocked down, but you have to get back up and just be positive and have a positive mindset. And that's just what I've had this year. And I think it'll help me moving, on in my career.
That's all you can ask for, right?
Yeah.
I've been rooting for you, man. I've been following Arizona because I mentioned my girl, Ashley Neville. Shout out to Ashley. How's it going, girl? Okay. And because of her, I started to actually follow the Wildcats a little bit. And this was about like 2 years ago. So it was kind of like late for me to kind of catch up on things, but I've been rooting for you, man. I'm hoping you get that spot either on a G League roster and make your way up to the NBA like some of these other cats are doing, or overseas, make your millions, come back, say what's up, give me that shout like, hey, I did it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So We have now the NBA playoffs. The playoff picture is set, right?
All right.
Kind of wild. I'm a diehard Celtics fan.
Okay.
Let's go over the East real quick. I'll give you the rundown. In the East, we got the Bucks versus the Pistons. We got the Celtics versus the Pacers. We got the Sixers versus the Nets. And the Raptors versus the Magic.
Right.
What are you most excited for out of that?
I think the matchup that's going to be interesting is the Nets and the Sixers. I just think the Nets are very underrated because they have a group that fits. You know, I think they have parts that fit together really well. And, I mean, D'Angelo Russell, he's making the Lakers regret every freaking day. He stepped up, and rightfully so. I mean, he's matured, and I mean, he's all-star, and he's playing like it. So, I mean, I would definitely be worried about them if I had to play them. And the Sixers, they haven't really been playing as well down the stretch, so it's going to be interesting. For me, the Sixers, like, I know TJ's your guy, but I'm going to level with you. The Sixers to me, and of course I'm a diehard Celtic fan, but this is no bias at all, right? The Sixers to me have one of the best starting fives in the NBA. Yeah. But beyond that, like... Well, I mean, they made some trades, and... To do that, you trade away a ton of assets. Right. I think they did improve their roster from getting guys that can take over games and, you know, put you in positions, hey, you know, we can win close games. Tobias Harris, you know, guys like that. And I think their bench is going to come along. You know. Think? Well, yeah, because they just acquired some guys and they're trying to fit pieces together. But I hear what you're saying. That's my only concern for them. Yeah. Like, in a playoff run, like, all right, I'm using this example for a reason, but the Celtics, everyone always says the Celtics are like 9-10 deep, sometimes 15 deep, right? Depending upon if everyone's healthy, right? Yeah. But no one really looks at the Sixers and goes, they're 8, 9, 10 deep. They're like 6, 7 deep, and that's with TJ and Boban. Mm-hmm. Like, that's no slight against them, but you traded a bunch of your talent away to get better players for your starting lineup, and I don't see that being a playoff success team. I see that being a regular season type of success team. Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. But, you know, the playoffs are a different season, and, you know, guys hit their strides, I feel like, this time of year. So you never know. Do you think TJ is going to step up? TJ always steps up in the big moments. So shout out to TJ, man. That was like my mentor. Freshman year, he really helped me through some times my freshman year and got me a lot better. So, thanks, TJ. It's like that scene in the Avengers where they're asking the Hulk like how he always stays ready to turn into the Hulk. I'm always angry. I'm always ready, and it shows like TJ in the fourth quarter. And that's him. I mean, it's like I've seen guys, you know, kind of turn it on, but he's turned on all the time. You know, he just has it. And that's a skill to be able to like have that motor and dog in you from the get and keep it and have it withstand all the way to the end. Man, and he's had it every game. I've never seen him drop his guard. So that's a big shout out, man. I'm not a Sixers fan. I hate the Sixers. Yeah. I do. I love I respect the players in their game, right? Yeah. But I don't like the team, mostly because of the rivalry. But like, if there was ever that situation where it's the Celtics and the Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals and they're going to go against the Lakers, I'm going to do what my Celtics fans did way back in the day, beat LA. Of course, I'm going to do that. You might not like that, but it's okay. Yeah. I don't want to get into the Lakers. Oh, man. All right, then. So that's your favorite matchup? What were the other ones in the East? It was Celtics, Pacers, Bucks, Pistons, and Raptors, Magic. I mean, I get where you're coming from. That is the most exciting. The only other one to me that I think would be exciting is the Pacers, Celtics, but like we all know how that's going to end, I feel like. Yeah, I mean, Pacers are well coached, and they're just not going to lay down. I mean, 6 games, Celtics. Yeah. And Marcus Smart is out now.
Let's not talk about it, man. That hurts.
Tough.
That hurts me, man.
That's a huge blow.
He's the best defender behind Kawhi Leonard in the Eastern Conference.
You think?
1,000%.
Okay.
I used to be of the camp that when Marcus Smart would spot up for a three, I'd be like, no, right?
Yeah.
And that tells you that he's not clearly the greatest offensive player like he was touted out of OSU, right? Like he was dropping 25 points a game out there.
Yeah.
Comes to the NBA, and he's the best defender. No guy gets a 4-year, like $52 million contract for a lack of an offensive skill. Like, and that's not saying he can't ball, right? Like, he knows how to come off of pick and rolls. He knows when to pick his shots. He knows how to be a good floor spacer.
He's a really good basketball player.
Yeah.
Smart, really good.
But, like, he's touted for his defense.
Yeah.
And, like, you always hear when you're going against the Celtics, it's their defense, and he's the heart and soul on defense. Other than Morris, like, he is the heart and soul.
Yeah.
And it hurts because he's the longest tenured Celtic now since the Big Three era ended. No IT, no Jay Crowder, none of these guys. No Kelly Olynyk, none of them.
Oh, wow.
It's smart.
I didn't know that.
It hurt. It really hurts. I even got my Rondo Celtics jersey up here.
Oh, man.
I'm a real throwback. I got my Pierce jersey over there. Like, I'm a diehard C's fan.
Okay.
And it hurts.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys keep advancing and you get him back, conference finals or something. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you again for tuning into the Ruckus with Alex Himes. This has been Parker Jackson-Cartwright.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Money isn't real. Doesn't matter. It only seems like it does.